chance here for Aliro. A chance here for Lango. Dennis Omedi breaks the deadlock into this tie, and Lango far from the northern Uganda.
Bugisu province and Lango province. It is another highly anticipated encounter here at the Mbale Municipal Stadium. No history amongst the two provinces, as it is the first time they are facing off in the history of the Fufu Drum. Will it be Lango or Bugisu? We are waiting to see for the next 90 minutes here at the Mbale Municipal Stadium. Of course, an inspection by both provinces as we await for the province anthems here at the Mbale Municipal Stadium. I am Ronnie Lusulire, and of course joined by my brother Godwin Bule, who will soon be joining me here in the commentary booth to take you through the 90 minutes of this encounter as we get set for both provinces anthems, starting with that of Lango. The stage is set, the pitch is ready to entertain this thrilling action between Bugisu and Lango. The fans have turned up in huge numbers, of course, traveling from different political districts of Beltong, Opol Parat, Apak, Dokolo, Kole, Rila, Otuke and Oyam, of course, in this highly anticipated encounter as we get set for action to get underway. Of course, both teams are having that moment greeting each other. Of course, Lango led by their skipper Ivan Okelo, who recently crossed to Black's Power from Onzu Paraka, as we get set for this thrilling encounter. Tighten your seatbelts because it is the Fufu Drum, the third quarterfinal encounter. Remember, 2 games have been played. This is the first leg taking place at the Mbale Municipal Stadium. Once again, I am Ronnie Lusulire to take you through the entire 90 minutes of this encounter. Not alone, joined by my brother Godwin Bule. Godwin, your anticipations of this encounter?
It's going to be massive. It's going to be massive, Ronnie, I tell you, because the fans are in huge numbers. I've seen a couple of fans from Lango where they were praising their team and also singing the traditional national anthem there. So I expect it to be a tussle between the two mighty provinces.
Big blow for the hosts tonight. That is Bugisu Promise missing out on the services of inspirational Osama Arafat. Of course, the match officials in there are led by the center referee Musisi Henry, Mafuma Mustafa, Mbabali Samuel, and of course the fourth official in the lady in Akoi Anna in here at the Mbale Municipal Stadium as we get ready for action to get underway. A photo moment there for the Lango province, of course, led by the skipper Okelo Ivan. Some familiar faces in there, the likes of Moses Aliwo, Joaquin Ojira, and of course Odema, who did score that goal that made them progress to the quarterfinals against Ankole province. A photo moment in there again for Bugisu province, of course, missing out on the services of their top scorer and the current top scorer of this edition's Fufu Dram in Osama Arafat. Big blow for Bugisu as they miss out on Osama Arafat services.
Definitely, Osama Arafat missing there. I don't know what Coach Todo Awachango has under his leaves because he needs some key players in this game. It's a mighty game. But for talking about Lango, they have their star players on the pitch. Bronson Nsubuga, former MVP 2018, and also there's Joaquim Ojera, there's Moses Aliro. So I can say for Lango, it's a bit of an okay team. But for Bugisu, some questions will be asked of them, but definitely they have that responsibility to ensure that they get a positive result in this game.
In the services of, rather in the absence of that is Osama Arafat, Raymond Onyai will be tasked to carry all the burden of Bugisu province tonight here at the Mbale Municipal Stadium, right here as we get set to get underway here in this highly anticipated encounter. The last game Bugisu province did play here at the Mbale Municipal Stadium came in the round of 16 against Sebei, that game ending 3-0 in favor of Bugisu. Can they continue with their brilliant home record? We await to see. But also on the other hand, Lango province won the last time they did visit, and that was against Ankole 1-0 in Ibanda. They hope to continue with that very form, but against this Bugisu province, it is a big encounter. We await to see for the next 90 minutes.
Definitely. But for Lango, already 2 clean sheets and counting. For Bugisu, 1 clean sheet and then conceding a couple of goals. The defenses are going to be massive coming into this game. Namaisi Emma there, Namaisi Emma Shikanga, Robert Otim, Paul Musamali for Bugisu as center backs, and also for Lango, Owu Emma, Achiro John, Ivan Okelo, Daniel Otim. They will be massive going into this game. 7
goals have been scored in the quarterfinals so far. Can they be added on? We await to see in this highly anticipated encounter. Fans are traveling from different areas of Lango and the beautiful city of Lira to come and cheer onto their province in Lango. That is a moment of a hand clap, of course, appreciating their fans. That is the Lango province as we await. Look at the
turn-up numbers.
Huge numbers, of course. Look at the turn-up. That is the reason as to why this is the Fufu Dram. That is the reason as to why we celebrate our ancestry. Fans are traveling, and indeed, it is a huge boost for the visitors in Lango province as we await for center referee Musi Henry to get us underway in this thrilling encounter. The lineups there for you, starting with that of Bugisu province: Kasibante Edward, who happens to be the captain, Namaisi Stephen, Ashikanga Emma, Otim Robert, Musamalipo, Lazarus, Mokisa Emma, Odong Francis, Onyai Raymond, Zake David, and Senkubuge Latif. The team is coached by Toldo Godfrey as we await for the lineup of the visiting province, that is Lango province, here at the Mbale Municipal Stadium.
Namaisi Steven there will be having some jobs to do because he's a number 2, is known to be roving there outside in the wings, throwing those long balls into the box, and also for Francis Odong to pick up those long balls for Bugisu. It's going to be an added impetus for them.
The lineup there for Lango province, as you see on your TV screen: Odonkara Emmanuel, the goalkeeper; Owiro Emmanuel, Achiro John, Okelo Ivan, the skipper; Otim Daniel, Onen Frank, Aliro Moses, Aliro Jasper, Omadi Dennis, Nsuruga Bronson, who was the MVP in the previous edition, and of course Joaquim Ojera, who turns out for URFC. The team is coached by Ongwedo Ogiel Daniel as we await for the center referee Musisi as Henry to get us underway. Look at that from the Lango fans. You one could think
massive.
it is massive, it is interesting, it is thrilling. I must say, Mbale Municipal Stadium is on fire, but let's await to see if they can live to the billing, if the fans can keep up that joy they have at the moment by the end of 90 minutes here at the Mbale Municipal Stadium. But indeed, this is the FIFA drum, and that is why we say we are celebrating our ancestry.
Credit to the invasionaries of this FIFA drum, because all the provinces who are engaged, at least the fans, are on base with their teams. They are making sure that their teams get the massive support that they need. West now there, Acholi there, Lango right now there, even Bugisu, even though the numbers for Lango are massive, but also Bugisu has its numbers there in that Mbale Municipal Stadium. We are only waiting for the start whistle to ensure that we get the ball going.
Talking about the fans, of course, Acholi is the other province that has the fans in numbers. They always turn out in numbers. And of course, talking about West Nile, both provinces are still in the FIFA drum, and Lango here hoping to capitalize on the presence of their huge fans that have turned up in numbers. The gentleman in there in Musisi, Henry, getting ready to get us underway in this encounter. Of course, Lango hoped to have Alan Okello in this encounter, but he did manage to make it as he has just returned to his former club, that is KCC, on loan from Paradao, here as we await for this encounter. Gentleman there, Omedi, is the one who scored for Lango, and the referee makes no mistake, Musi Henry, to get us underway in this thrilling encounter that is Bugisu right now, starting on a brilliant play, a good dummy here in there as Bugisu tried to break the deadlock here. Just a few seconds. Look at that from across in here. Chance here! Missed by a whisker. That was Bronson Subuga. Big chance. That is Raymond Otai, I beg your pardon. Impressive start from the host, that is Bugisu province. Impressive, I must say, with just a few seconds played in this encounter here at the Mbale Municipal Stadium. That is a start one would love to start, and that is how Bugisu have started this encounter.
They're the kings of long balls there, but it's a missed chance. You can talk about it. The goalkeeper was unaware of the cross incoming, and then the shot on goal, he was flat-footed. But due to the and poor, or I can say the poor target of Bugisu, it's a start for Bugisu.
Brilliant start for Bugisu province. Of course, just like I told you, the final game, the last game they did play in the round of 16, they were 3-0 victors against Asebe. Bronson Subuga trying to go past one. Bronson with the cross in here. Ball cleared away. Not the best of clearances, but again, cleared away for safety. Foul in here, and it's a free kick for Lango province.
Bright start it is, isn't it, Ron?
Bright start it is, of course, but again, Lango trying to get into this game slowly but steadily, trying to get into this game with just 2 minutes played here at the Mbale Municipal Stadium. A long free kick here coming in from the gentleman by the name of Paul Asiro Joaquim Ojewa. Brilliantly cleared by Paul Musamali. Good 1-2. Ojewa against Musamali. Ojewa here in the box. An appeal for a penalty. An appeal for a handball, but the assistant referee, Babali Samuel, says the final ball, the final touch was on Ojewa, and the ball just went out, and it's a goal kick for Bugisu, a province.
Good start. The teams are on pressure, both of them. You can see the attacks from the wings, getting those crosses in. At least anyone can say both teams need that win today.
Paul Musamali recently crossing from Gaddafi FC to Arua Hill. Gentleman there, interesting battle is going to be between Joaquim Ojewa, playing with the right for Lango province, facing off against the experienced Paul Musamali. A throw in here for Bugisu province, won 3-0 the last time they played here. Let's see what will result from this. A throw in. Stephen Namaisi, known for making those long throw-ins, and he does no mistake. A long one here from Namaisi. Just in here! Header from Musamali. Brilliant save. From Emmanuel Odonkara. That was a clear chance. That was a brilliant chance. But again, credit to Namaisi, known for those long throw-ins. He never disappoints.
You can see their strength in play. Namaisi there with the long balls, and also already 2 shots on goal for Bugisu. I can say it's a bright start for them.
Bright start for Bugisu. That was a big chance for Bugisu, denied by Emmanuel Odonkara. Brilliant save it was from the goalkeeper Odonkara, and now it's a free kick, and the skipper Ivan Okello getting ready, launches in a long one. Okello Ivan headed away, not yet safe. Joaquim Ojewa, ball is out, throw in for Lango. Interesting encounter we are witnessing in the first 4 minutes at the Mbale Municipal Stadium. It is the 3rd match of the quarterfinal. Remember, 7 goals have so far been scored in the 2 games. Of course, the first one actually beating Buganda by 2 goals to 1. Throw in here, headed away by Paul Musamali. It was rather David Zake. Counter-attack here for Bugisu. Possession lost. Chance in here for Bugisu. Bolson Suruga for Lango. Not the best of passes. Great interception it was from. Great defending here. A highly physical game it is. Bolson Suruga broke down. Referee says play on. There was no foul. A chance in here. Raymond Onyai. Ball goes out.
Fast and pacey game, you can say. You can see all the other teams are engaged in this game. Counter-attack after counter-attack, box to box. Everyone is looking for that moment to ensure that they get that early goal.
Throwing quickly taken. Musamali. Long one for Musamali. Trying to find the gentleman by the name of Francis Odong. Of course, the gaffer in there throwing in the instructions, shouting instructions to his troops. Physical game it is. Omedu for Lango, trying to go past 1. Ball still in play. Namaisi puts it out, and a throw in now for Lango. Aliwo Moses, the gentleman on the screen. Ball and break from the beautiful city of Liwa. Turning out for Wakisu Giants in the start times to get the Premier League. Bolson Suruga still in possession. Bolson finds Aliwo. Ball taken back. A long crossing here. Not the best of clearances. Chance for here, Lango. Omedu trying to go past 1. Goes for shot, Omedu. That was another chance for Lango. Omedu, the gentleman who scored in the round of 16 to dump Ankole out, gets the first clear chance of Lango. Misses by inches. Big chance again, but the build-up was fantastic.
They need to be on the lookout there. Dennis Omedi there, he's been superb. Man of the match versus Ankole. Right now he's getting that shot. No need to put the pressure, the player in the mouth of the goal, because he's so dangerous when he looks onto the goal.
A beautiful piece of skills from Omedi to go past Namaisi, and his color, very unlucky for his color to miss by inches. A throw in here for Lango Province. 6 minutes played in this encounter. It is still goalless, but believe me, the game is leaving to its billing. Aliwo. Back to Daniel Otim. Great clearance from Daniel Otim. Pressure from Aliwo. Namaisi heads it out. Throw in for Lango Province. Beautiful football so far we're witnessing. It is the Fufu Drum, 3rd quarterfinal encounter. Crossing here from Lango. Chance in. Ball tamed by the custodian, Edward Akasibante, who is also skipper for Bugisu Province in this encounter. 7 goals scored by Bugisu Province, scoring 3 in the first leg here at the Mbale Municipal against Sebei, before that thrilling encounter, that mouth-watering encounter in Kapchora against Sebei, that game ending 4 goals to 4. And now in here they hope to continue with their scoring. Chance in here, player brought down, a free kick in a very sensitive area. That was reckless. Onyai Raymond, as expected in the absence of Usama Arafat, this is the player Bugisu will hope to carry all their burden.
Yeah.
And he's leaving to the building, brought down by Ojera. Great call from the referee.
Yeah, great call, but also you can credit for Joachim Ojera for coming through in time, because Onyai getting that shot on target, maybe it would have been disastrous to the team, but it's a free kick. Nevertheless, it's an advantage to Bugisu.
Scored from the set piece in the first game they played against Sebei. Then it was Usama Arafat. They get another set piece in a very sensitive area. Will it be Paul Musamali or will it be Raymond Onyai? And of course, the goalkeeper, Emmanuel Odonkara, throwing in instructions. Onyai in here. Onyai goes for goal. Shooting for Onyai, but ball hits the wall. Still in play. It goes out and it's a throw-in for Bugisu province. It is a corner, I beg your pardon. A corner kick here for Bugisu province. Brilliant start for Bugisu province. Lango might be with many fans, but Bugisu are making the home advantage count. With the corner now, Raymond Onyai. He is the player getting set to curl in the corner. Raymond Onyai, therefore, Bugisu province. Born and raised in Naguru, Raymond Onyai, a product of the KCC junior team, played with the likes of Chasinia. Ball still in play, and a throw-in still for Bugisu province. It is not safe yet for Lango province. As we await for this throw-in, and guess who? The usual suspect, Stephen Namaisi, who turns out for Kataka FC in the start times of FIFA Big League. Namaisi goes for a long throw-in here, dealt with by the skipper Ivan Okello. Joachim Ojera to Bronson Subuga, broke down Ojera, free kick, and the referee, of course, getting ready to issue the first yellow card of this encounter after Ojera was brought down.
Some defensive plays there from Ojera. That's the second time he's defending deep in his own half. You would expect such a player to be only waiting on the front throttle there by the center line, but you see he's engaged. That's the teamwork that Lango needs going into this game, because even a 0-0, a 1-1 will be favorable to them.
Ivan Okello with a long free kick here from back to up front. Not yet safe. Referee says a player on after that appeal for a free kick. On the attack is a Bugisu province. Raymond Onyai, a handball and a free kick for Bugisu. With just 11 minutes played here, game is still goalless between Bugisu and Lango. Paul Musamali in there getting set to take the free kick for the hosts, that is Bugisu province, missing out on the services of Usama Arafat. One would think that with no action in the Uganda Premier League, Chasinia, let's see, ball again goes out. The Lango defense, marshaled by the skipper Okello Ivan, need to up their game, because they are recklessly allowing Bugisu to get into the box, easily allowing them.
9 lives there, 9 lives for Lango, because you cannot allow your opponent as many chances as possible anytime you concede from those mistakes.
Chasinia Bronson Subuga, ball put out for a throw-in by the gentleman in Lazarus Ochira. Throw-in quickly taken. Ojera to Bronson Subuga. Omedi doing well there. Interesting battle, physical battle. It is a free kick for Bugisu province. It's a free kick here for Bugisu province, and again Paul Musamali getting ready to take this free kick. They love converting from free kicks. They love set pieces, something Lango have to be very careful with. Third encounter, 7 goals so far scored. The highest scoring game, of course, being witnessed last week at the Greenlight Stadium. A confirmation of the first yellow card of this encounter. Of course, Ochira, he is the gentleman to go first in a center referee Musisi Henry's Books here at the Mbale Municipal Stadium as Lango gets set for this free kick. Danielo team quickly throws it in, headed away by Emma Shikanga. Shikanga again clears it away, trying to find Raymond Unyai. Broke down, another free kick. This is something they should be careful. They shouldn't commit those free kicks. They shouldn't commit those fouls in such sensitive areas.
Yeah.
And again, the gentleman that has to carry all the burden of Bugisu province so far doing well. He is brought down, and another free kick in a sensitive area. Remember in the first game, they scored from a set piece, then Usama Arafat, and again now they get a free kick in a very sensitive area. Lango need to be careful.
Bugisu, king of set pieces, there are corners, be it throw-ins, be it now it's a free kick for them. Let's see if they can produce something out of, because it's around the 18-yard area.
Emma Shikanga here, not the best of free kicks. The ball just goes over the bar for a goal kick as we approach a quarter an hour of this thrilling encounter. The Fufudram quarterfinal, first leg between the two provinces. The third match of the quarterfinals. It is still a Bugisu nil, Lango a nil. The goal kick quickly started by Emmanuel Odonkara. Aliro raises high but fails to win that battle. Ball cleared and goes straight again into the hands of, rather, goes straight to Emmanuel Odonkara. Sacks it to Ivan Okello. Launches in a long one, Ivan Okello. Ball headed away by Lazarus Ochira. Great one to here. Aliro Moses goes for shot. Ball goes out for a goal kick. That was a great idea from Aliro.
Yeah.
Wanted to go for shot, but not the best of shot, but the idea was fantastic.
At least a try, because the game is open, end-to-end stuff. You can see the statistics here matching two shots on two, the crosses 1-on-1, even throw-ins, they are on level par.
Godfrey Toldo, not a very happy man, trying to tell his players of Bugisu to try and follow his instructions. Ball again goes out. Another throw-in for Bugisu province. This was the chance from Aliro. Great one to it was. And the shot from Aliro, the idea was perfect, but the final ball from Aliro was begging. This was the chance again. Went for shot. The best of deliveries from the gentleman in Aliro. Born and bred in Lira. Chance in here. Ball cleared away by the gentleman in Ivan. Now a counter attack. Joaquim Ojera on their counter. Blocked by Paul Musamali.
Good play there. Good play from the senior player. That's what they need from Paul Musamali, being a leader on the pitch.
Throw in here. A long one again from the skipper, Ivan Okello. Headed again by Musamali. So far doing well. Omedi putting pressure on Osira Lazarus. Lango regain position. Aliro back to the gentleman by the name of Danielo team. Ojera wins possession. He is tricky, he is pacey, he is fast, and he is making his presence being felt in this encounter. Fouled. Free kick quickly started, goes straight into the hands of Edward Akasibante. Referee orders for a retake of this free kick. Of course, telling them to follow that whistle. And it's a retake again. Something Bugisu need to be very careful with, because now all the players have come up front. Just in here. Punched away. Ball still in play. Cross in here. Go straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. That is Edward Akasibante. Emmanuel Okwi is the gentleman player down here for Bugisu. The medical team called on the pitch. Not good news for Bugisu province. They're down in pain. The Dr. Simon of Bugisu gets on the pitch to try and give the necessary attention, medical attention to the gentleman by the name of Emma Shikanga.
Emma Shikanga, they are playing as the third left back. He's covering up for Paul Musamali whenever Paul Musamali makes those up forward runs, but also Paul Musamali is centered as the center back. But it will be a bad loss for them if they lose that player at such a stage. 18 minutes into the game, they need their unity right now. They need to play as a team because they've started the game so well, they've been defending so well, so at least they need to transgress from here to scoring those goals, to creating those chances in this game.
Sigh of relief as Emma Shikanga gets back on his feet. Talking about a performance of both provinces in the history of the drum. Quarterfinals, where we are right about now, is where Bugisu were ejected in the previous edition, and semi-final is the best Lango have achieved in the Fufu drum, as now they target to try and better their performance in last edition's Fufu drum. This is the quarterfinal. First leg, clearance from the goalkeeper Edward Kasibante. Ball headed, but not as safely headed. On the attack is Lango. Joachim Ojera brought down. Free kick. They need to be very careful. Quickly started. Now a sweet counter here for Lango. Joachim Ojera trying to play 1-2 with Bronson Suga. Bronson goes in for a cross, trying to search for Moses Aliro. Not the best of crosses. Ball goes straight out.
Yeah.
That was the gentleman, of course. Great shield it was from the gentleman by the name of Mukisa Emma. The ball went out. Namaisi throws it quickly. Interesting battle it is, but the defender in Daniel team doing well there to deny David Zake. The Bugisu dreadlocked forward. Namaisi, they need to be very careful. This is the gentleman with one of the best throws in this Fufu drum. Namaisi, he always wants to make his throw-ins count. Let's see if he can make this one count. A long throw in here from Namaisi. Chance in here, ball headed away by Ivan Okello. Not yet safe, chance. Ball again cleared away. And the final ball again just went out for a goal kick. That was a gentleman by the name of Lazarus Osira. It was Latif Stemkubuge, I beg your pardon. And a goal kick now for Lango province.
That's it from Bugisu. They need those long balls inside the box, but also good play from the goalkeeper there for Lango, because he has been coming out, getting those balls, at least ensuring that the defense is at ease whenever those long balls are coming in.
Long ball coming from the back to forward. Ball goes straight into the hands again of Edward Akasibante. A busy evening, yeah. Kasibante is having.
End-to-end stuff. Both goalkeepers are busy. That's what is needed in this game, because we need to see some good flow attacking football, and also some counter-attacks, and also some goals.
A free kick, of course, for Lango province. This is the third match of the quarterfinals coming your way live on Fufa TV, and of course live on all our social media platforms. With just 25 minutes played in this encounter, rather 22 minutes played in this encounter, Bugisu province yet to score, and so is Lango province in this encounter that is being watched by a mammoth crowd, I must say, dominated mostly by the visiting fans of Lango. They never disappoint. They stormed Ibandai, they got the result against Ankole. Here they are now, they've stormed Mbali, hoping for a positive result.
They got the love for the game, they got the love for their ancestry, and also for their province. But you look at Stephen Namaisi there, also a good throw of the ball, no giving advantage to that player.
Another long throw in here, coming in from Stephen Namaisi, player who turns out for Kataka. Quite a number of players, in fact, apart from Emma Shikanga, who turns out for Skol FC, Musamalipo, who turns out for Arua Hill, and of course Sharif Amagola, who is on the bench. Most of the players do turn out for the Kataka. I must say Bugisu is dominated mostly by Kataka FC players.
They are not new to this stadium, you can say.
Not new, familiar to this ground, and they hope to make their presence count in this game. As we await for this goal kick, quickly started by the goalkeeper David Kasibante to find Namaisi. It was Emma Shikanga, I beg your pardon. Another throw in for Bugisu province. End-to-end encounter it is. Namaisi getting ready to make the throw in. A long one from Namaisi Steven. Player brought down. Ball cleared away. Ojera, not the best of controls, loses position. Now Paul Musamali. Wet defending it was, and a foul, it was in there. Referee was saying there was a foul, an earlier foul. Ball rolled back. And now a free kick here for the hosts, Bugisu province. Paul Musamali is the gentleman just at the center line, getting set to take in this free kick. Let's see what will come from this free kick. A long one here from Paul Musamali. Chance in here. Not yet safe. I do believe he would have done better to make that cross in.
He has all the time in the world to make sure that he controls the ball and also get some few moments with it. Take the team forward, get the chance, create the chance for the team.
Throw in here from Namaisi. Not the best of throw-ins. Ball cleared, like headed out by John Paul Asiwo. Another throw-in. This is where Namaisi wants. These are moments Namaisi wants. Can he make his throw-in this time count? A long one here from Namaisi. Let's see. Chance in here. Missed, and a corner for Bugisu. That was a big chance, another big chance. They love capitalizing on the throw-ins of Namaisi. It nearly paid off. A ball just went out for a corner. It's not yet over, and a chance again for Bugisu to try and break the deadlock here at the Mbale Municipal Stadium. Joaquim Ojera brought down. Free kick for Lango.
A breather for Lango there, but they need to devise ways in which to deal with those long balls, those long crosses, because it's going to be a hit task for them if they cannot handle them. Maybe the goalkeeper should come out and help them. Maybe there should be cover when he comes out of the goal to make sure that he collects those balls. But it's going to be a long evening for them if they don't devise any means of stopping that.
This was the chance, a throw in from Namaisi. Big chance. Handball in here. Free kick. Lango need to be very careful. They need to be very careful, not only from not making those throw-ins, but again, they need to be careful from not conceding free kicks, because Bugisu are capitalizing on all such chances from set pieces, from throw-ins. Musamali in here with the long free kick here. Chance in here. Cleared away. And again, referee says there was a foul and a free kick for Lango. A breather in there for Lango as they get set to taking this free kick in the box. With just 26 minutes played, action coming live at the Mbale Municipal Stadium. Third quarter-final match of the Fufu Drum, the first leg between the two provinces. It is still Bugisu nil, Lango province nil, as the custodian gets set to taking the free kick. Quickly started, and again the ball goes out and a free kick in the Namaisi territory. Quickly starts it. Namaisi player goes down. Zake, the player, was gone down, and again another free kick. They need to be careful. For how long will they be careful? For how long will they prevent Bugisu from not benefiting from such fouls? Let's see if this can this time yield fruits. Free kick for Bugisu province in a very sensitive area. Paul Musamali yet again stands out and is a gentleman, getting set to take this free kick. Can he make it count? Paul Musamali, taken by Musamali, just in here. Ojera brought down again. A foul.
Yeah.
Ojera just knows when to go down and in the right time, and in that way he is trying to cool down the pressure for Lango Province.
That's what he was waiting for. That contact. If he made that contact, that was Busoga attacker, it was advantage to Ojera, and that's what exactly happened.
Free kick quickly taken by the custodian Emmanuel Odonkara. Ball still in play, but finally it goes out, and it's a throw in for the visitors rather in Lango Province. Let's see if they can make it count as Daniel Otim gets set, quickly starts it to find Omedi. Otim Daniel, ball still in play, cleared the way for safety by Bugisu's Emma Shikanga. Throw in for Bugisu. Namaisi Stephen is the gentleman who is going to take the throw in for the home side, Bugisu Province. Namaisi with the long throw in rather here. Not yet safe. Cleared away for safety. Another chance for a counter. Roberto team doing well there. Not to give space for the tricky and pacey Joachim Ojera. Odonkara starts it faster. Battle between Otim here. Wins the battle. And again, Lango win a throw in here. Emmanuel Okwir is the player getting set to take that throw in. Quickly starts it. Headed by Roberto team. Again, ball goes out. End-to-end encounter it is with half an hour played here at the Mbale Municipal Stadium. Bugisu nil, Lango nil, as Otim Daniel quickly starts it to find Joachim Ojera. Ball intercepted, beautiful defending it was there from Bugisu's Lazarus Osira. Quick throw in here. Zake for Bugisu Province. Loses possession, cleared the way by Daniel Otim. End-to-end encounter it is. Namaisi keeps it in play. Referee, the first assistant says it is a throw-in, not the best of controls from the long throw on Namaisi.
Yeah.
The gentleman on your screen.
Namaisi, they are failing to control the ball from getting out of the pitch, but also Bugisu need to construct those passes. They started well by others at the first half start. Right now, they're only looking at fouls, long balls to ensure that they get into the box. They need their players there creating and orchestrating, making sure that they thread those flow passes onto the goal of Lango.
Second yellow card of the game, of course, being shown to Stephen Namaisi for unsporting conduct. A reckless yellow card, I must say. He needs to be careful because that would end up costing the team as Bugisu here on the attack, but ball cleared by the skipper. That was Ivan Okello. Chelsea here, Musamali with the long ball in here, headed by Bronson Subuga. Throw in here for Bugisu. Namaisi. A reckless yellow card it was. Reckless it was. Great defending there from Daniel Otim. Throws it back to find John Paul Asiro. A confirmation of a yellow card shown to Namaisi Stephen. The second one of the game. It is now one yellow card aside. One for Lango, one for Bugisu in terms of yellow cards. Building from the back. Musamali with the long one here. Cleared beautifully away by Emmanuel Okwir. Interesting encounter it is. Bugisu making their home advantage count. Let's see. With a big chance again here. Wasted. Big chance. Big chance it was for Bugisu to break the deadlock. It was Emmanuel Mukisa who missed out on that chance to put the hosts in the driving seat here with just 33 minutes played. That is another chance wasted. Talking about chances, Bugisu have got quite a number of beautiful chances here. Go 1-2 from Bronson to Omedi. A ball is cleared away by Lazarus Osira, and it's a throw in here for the visiting Lango province. Let's see if Emmanuel Okwir can make the throw in count. A quick substitution here. A quick substitution.
Yeah.
A quick first half substitution for the home side. Out goes jersey number 8, David Zake, and on it comes Usam Kayemba. Tactical one it was.
Tactical one it was. The workaholic Zake has been pulled off. I don't know what the coach Teodo there is calculating, but I think Kayemba will be of great impact to the team.
Kayemba on, David Zake off in a tactical change from the gaffer, Godfrey Toldo. Ojera goes down. This time, the referee, the first assistant, was clearly seeing the incident and told Ojera there was no foul, but rather awards a free kick to Bugisu Province, quickly taken by Paul Musamali. Not the best of headers in there. Raises high. Interesting battle it is in the middle of the pack. Beautiful midfield battle it is. Ojera, Bonson Subuga. Musamali wins possession. Chance in here for, look at that, beautiful piece of skills. Goes down, free kick for Lango, rather for Bugisu. Good football it was from the gentleman in there by the name of, look at this again. Got 1-2, look at that, beautiful piece of skills from the lanky Robert team, brought down by Bronson Subuga. Great call again from the referee, Musisi Henry.
They are trying to patch up things and ensure that they get at least a goal or maybe some shots on target. But definitely by the 35th minute, nothing has been coming out of source because they've just tried in the first minutes. But right now, it's all been just playing the ball around. But they need those chances to ensure that they get a goal.
Confirmation there with substitution. Out is David Zake and on is Usam Kayemba. A chance in here from Raymond Onyai. Ball goes miles over the crossbar. And it's a goal kick for the visiting side, Lango Province. Quickly started by Emmanuel Donkara, trying to find Aliro Moses. Ball goes out, a quick throw in here. Started by Daniel Otim to try and find Joachim Ojera, switching flanks minute by minute, trying to confuse Musamali, and of course trying to confuse Stephen Namaisi. A free kick again, rather a throw in here again for Lango. Daniel Otim with the long throw in here, headed away. Beautiful midfielder he is, the Rasta man. In Robert Otim in the middle of the pack here for the home side Bugisu. Emmanuel Owir with the long one, trying to find Bronson Subuga. Great touching ball from Bronson Subuga. Omedi blocked. Big block to deny. Omedi, that was a chance again. That was a well-built move started by Bronson Subuga to Omedi, but that block was perfect. On the counter is now Bugisu, beautifully dealt with by the lanky Daniel team. Clears it away, blocked by Namaisi. Goal kick for Lango.
Good coverage from the number 3 there, making sure that he does his job so well. But also for Namaisi, he's not been getting the ball, making sure that he gets those crosses. We've been spotting him only in the throw-ins. Right now, they need to open up that pitch, ensure that they get the crosses from the left and right side.
Lango on the attack here, trying to See if they can find goal number 1 before the end of halftime. Possession lost. Chance in here. Let's see. The flag was already up for offside as per the assistant referee, Mufuma Mustafa. Raymond Ojai was the culprit yet again there. Just like I said, in the absence of Arafat Usama, Raymond Onyai is the gentleman trusted by Toldo Joe Godfrey to lead the search and hunt for goals for Bugisu province. Of course, Raymond Onyai, a product of Naguru, a product of the KCC junior team, currently at Akataka. He was part of the Team Fundi Uganda that went and played in a number of friendly games in Spain, and he hopes to return after putting up a very good performance. Raymond Onyai, great player he is. Let's see, ball cleared away by the skipper Ivan Okello, and another throw-in Anamaisi territory, I must say.
Let's see if they can make good use of that, because they have gotten many throw-ins, but no proper incidents has come out of it. But right now, it's an advantage in the 40th minute coming.
Throw-in here for Bugisu. Ojera knows the damage Namaisi can cause from his throw-ins. Namaisi goes in here for a long throw-in. Let's see. It is at the quarterfinal, third match. It is the first time Bugisu province are meeting with Lango, implying no previous history. They want to make, each province wants to make this game counts. Remember, it's the first leg. The winner over the 2 legs on aggregate will sail through to the semi-finals. Onyai Raymond with the cross in here, headed away by the skipper Ivan Okello. Great defending, and a counter for Lango province. Ojera Joakim finds Bronson Subuga. Great 1-2 from Bronson, blocked by Musamali. Not yet safe. Aliro Moses. Aliro, beautiful defending. Referee rising up in the air is Roberto team. Bronson slots it back. Ball goes out. It's a throw-in again for the home side, Bugisu province, with just 4 minutes to the end of the first stanza here at the Mbale Municipal Stadium. No goals yet in this encounter. A throw-in from Namaisi. Again, ball goes out. And a throw-in again, this time for Lango province. Throw-in by Danielo team, trying to find Aliro Moses. Four minutes to the end of the first stanza. I must say, this encounter is thrilling. I must say, this encounter is so far leaving to its billing. A long ball in here from the middle of the pack. Cleared away, not yet safe. Let's see. Chance in here. Ball goes straight to the hands of Odonkara Emmanuel. But again, referee quickly started. Beautiful drop ball from Odonkara. Headed away by Emma Shikanga. Interesting physical battle it is in the middle of the pack. With Danielo team, rather with Apollo Chiro, tussling it out with the likes of Lazarus Ochira, Francis Odong. Interesting battle it is, I must say, Godwin.
Definitely, it's a tussle in the middle of the park. That's why the ball is not going either sides in each moment. But so far so good for Bugisu, because they've been trying to get the ball up front. But so far so good from Lango, because they've been defending in depth, and a lot of quality has been displayed there, because it's still 0-0 advantage to Lango.
Of course, Lango missing out on quite a number of impressive players who have since turned a professional, talking about the Lucky Musa Ramazan, who turns out for Chichinati in USA, talking about Timothy Awani. Those are some of the key players are missing out. Hopefully, Alan Okello could be seen in the second leg in Lango at the Akibwa Stadium, because right now he has returned to play at KCC on loan from Paradao in Algeria. That will be a very big boost if Alan Okello can come into this team to try and get off the burden from Bronson Subuga and the likes of Joachim Ojera.
Every game is different as per se, but having Alan Okello in the squad will be a big plus for them. They need such players who can orchestrate the game, such players who can make sure that they create. But so far for Moses Aliro, he's been off part because he was tasked as taking the team forward. But I'm only seeing Joachim Ojera and also Bronson Subuga, the only ones trying to ensure that they get the ball up front to Dennis Omedi.
Talking about missing players in our provinces, of course, Bugisu is also missing out on a number of key players that have been key.
For Aliro, a chance here for Lango! Dennis Omedi breaks the deadlock into the sky, and Lango, far from the northern Uganda.
That shows the ingenuity of the young lad there, and of course not forgetting that Liro also has been decimated to shooting from the back there. I find even almost thinking the ball will come towards where he is, and also put a dive there. Beautiful scenes are right about there. But these fouls that they are giving and the set pieces they are giving, do they have that advantage, the aerial advantage, to actually handle the throws and the aerial prowess of Bugisu, or they are living dangerously? They
are living dangerously, I can say. It's only that Bugisu has not been able to capitalize on those mistakes and on those failings, because you have Odong, they have Zake, lanky and tall striker there, but he has been replaced by Kayemba. They have Onyai Raymond, who are somehow tall. They can take advantage in those courses, but they have not been able to use that advantage because Nama is as him. He knows what to do. Onyai, when he gets to the free kicks and the corners, he knows what to do. Only in that end process is the remaining edge for them. If they get a goal or two, they'll be good to go. But good defending from Lango.
Getting a goal or two, they had a very close chance there, which we saw Owen Mukisa missing. Is it going to be a matter of attempting more to crack finally, or it's one of those days where things don't go well? Because in such situations against the run of play, actually Lango can hammer them.
Yeah, definitely. With some attacking minded players, Aliro, Ojera, they can get a chance, capitalize on it. Dennis Omedi, they are waiting and lacking to ensure that they get a chance, and maybe he uses it. But for Bugisu, it will be a day to dread if they don't score, because they have been more on the ball, controlling the midfield, even though it has not been progressing up front, getting those in balls or through passes, but they've been on the goal for Lango. They need to capitalize on those chances, ensure that they get a goal. For Francis Odong, he has been trying as a center midfielder, because I saw him dropping back as a 6, sitting 2 whenever they lose the ball, but whenever they get the ball, he gets up front, make the numbers there. The only remaining part is scoring.
That could have been the intervention that led to Zake's leaving the pitch. The ball was goal bound, and actually he touched it out of the goal and could not even chase it, and probably that showed the coach that he's not ready. Of course, the disappearance or the absence of so many players probably has given some players a rare start, which they did not have the chance to take with both feet, both hands. Going to Lango, the defensive approach has worked
Yeah.
in terms of statistics, but when you look at the chances they have given away, probably it will not work.
That is, Bugisu Province played here at the Mbale Municipal Stadium. They did score in the first half. That game, of course, despite winning 3-0, by the end of first half, they were leading by a goal to nil. Look at the heavy rains, Godwin. Look at the heavy rains, but most importantly, look at the CAF and FIFA security and safety instructor. That is Dixon Bond Okelo. He has taken quite a number of stewards from Mbale and different regions through that is safety and security measures. Great job Dixon is doing.
Great job there from Dixon. You need to be sensitized about the doings of being a security officer.
It might be raining cats and dogs, but the referee Musi Henry does no mistake to get us underway for this thrilling and anticipated second half here at the Mbale Municipal Stadium. Huge and big 45 minutes await for both provinces in Bugisu Province and Lango Province. Quick throw in here for Bugisu Province. This is the first game to end goalless in the quarterfinals. Remember, against between Buganda and Acholi, there were goals realized in the first half. Between West Nile and Kampala, there were goals realized in the first half. Can both provinces manage to get the necessary results they need? We await to see as Lango are trying to ensure they can make things account here at the Mbale Municipal Stadium. Great clearance from Paul Musamali, finally clears it away. Bugisu, now the pitch is slippery. They need to be very careful. The defenders especially of either side need to be very careful, because we all know when the pitch is slippery, we all know when it has rained, the effects of such a situation.
Thus the goalkeepers need to be alert in such a situation, because they know any slipping of the ball in that area is going to be costly to the team.
Nice with the long throw in here, goes straight into, of course, a referee signaling a foul in there, and a free kick for Lango Province. Cleared away. Let's see what the referee Musi Henry is saying here with Joaquim Ojera in there. Referee ordering for a rethrow in or a retake of this free kick. Let's see. But it is heavily raining. It is raining cats and dogs.
But they're not going in with the fans. You can see in the background dancing all over as they rotate around the pitch.
Of course, Lango fans probably stealing the show.
The beauty.
Because
that's the beauty.
We all know the famous dance of the Bugisu, the Kadodi dance. This time round is not being seen anywhere due to the big and massive numbers of the Langis. Beautiful it is. The turn-up is impressive. And a free kick in here. Well, I throw in quickly, taken by Emmanuel Owir of Lango Province. Going 1-2 in the middle of the park. Not the best of passes. Chance here for Bugisu. A great throw ball here for Bugisu. Great interception from the skipper, Ivan Okelo. That was a great through ball for Bugisu Province.
Good play from Ivan Okelo and good game reading from him, because any delay in there, it would have been a chance and a goal for Bugisu.
Dixon Okelo there, of course, ensuring everything is well at the Mbale Municipal Stadium. Not easy to maintain and control such crowds, but with his experience, he's ensuring everything is well. And so far, I must say, it is good job from the man Dixon.
They are marshalling the ground just to look around for any trouble causers. But so far, so good from both sets of fans.
Lazarus Osiro with the long ball in here. Lazarus Osiro in the middle of the park for Bugisu Province. Lays it down. Let's see, to find Emma Shikanga. Chance here for Shikanga. Trying to go past one. Emma Shikanga, not yet safe. Headed away. Back to Shikanga. Ball cleared away for safety. That was some good football from Bugisu Province, from the gentleman Emmanuel Shikanga, who turns out for Score FC, one of the few players who don't turn out for Kataka FC in this Bugisu team.
Looking at the start of the second half, they have started exactly the same way as the first half was. They need that early goal to ensure that they get a positive result in this game.
Namaiste with the long throw in. Let's see, Owir's 1-2 here, trying to go past Owir. A cross in here, a header goes straight into the hands of Emmanuel Odonkara. Quickly starts it to find Aliro Moses, dispossessed, free kick for Lango. That was quite a 50-50 call. And of course, the referee Musi Henry says there was some bit of pulling there from the player in Lazarus Osira to bring down Aliro Moses. Quickly started in the middle of the park. We 1-2, possession lost. Free kick here for Bugisu province. Interesting battle it is in the middle of the park, especially in this second half. Look at this, of course. Some bit of asphalt corner from Musamali crossing here. Ojera Joaquin, not the best of controls, goes down. Bugisu regain possession. They lose it. Ojera on the move for Lango. Ojera, not the best of passes as he tries to find Aliro Moses. Keeps it in play. Aliro Moses goes in for great searching ball. It was from Aliro to Ojera, but not the best of final passes from Ojera. Interesting second half it is. Bugisu knows this is the chance they have to make their home advantage count, because they know it won't be easy prior to the second leg down at the Akibwa Stadium. Definitely, because you can see the fans flocking in huge numbers in the Mbale Municipal Stadium. Picture them at home in Akibwa Stadium. Great crowd it will be in Akibwa. That's why Bugisu want to make their home advantage count in this first leg with now a throw-in. They've got quite a number of them, but not the best of fruits yielded from the free kicks, rather from the throw-ins, and now hoping to make this one count from the usual suspect, Stephen Namaisi. Can he make this throw-in count? There he goes, Stephen Namaisi with the long throw-in, chance in here, again headed by Owil for safety. Another throw-in. Joaquim Ojera knows the havoc Namaisi throw-ins can cause. That is why he's standing just right there. Namaisi, the long three, they are denied, of course.
Namaisi there just waiting and anticipating. He knew, and also Joaquim Ojera there marshalling him in making sure that he doesn't throw the ball as far as he may want.
Let's see, of course, the referee Musi Henry trying to talk to the Lango goalkeeper Emmanuel Odonkara, and of course Paul Musamali. Samali, of course, signaling there. There was an elbow from the goalkeeper, that is Emmanuel Odonkara. Of course, let's see Namaisi with the long throw in, again headed. The referee signaling some bit of pushing in there. Still the fight going on, still the scuffle going on between Paul Musamali and Emmanuel Odonkara.
He needs to be calm, the goalkeeper there, because he's been superb in the first few minutes. He needs to be at his tempo to ensure that he gets what he wants out of this game.
Possession lost here by Bronson Subuga, currently clubless after leaving Maroons FC, formerly at Amuka Bright Stars. Bronson Subuga, chance in here for Bugisu. Player brought down, free kick. Beautiful game it is in the second half. No defender giving either opponent a chance. Look at this again. That was a foul and a right call again from the center referee Henry Musi.
Handling the game so far so well. Henry Musi, a game of big magnitude, needs referees who are assisted with their word. A substitute coming in for Lango. Daniel
Ogil Ogwendo, the coach of Lango, getting ready to get on his first substitution. Let's see if it will impact on this game, as the pass from Bronson Subuga, not the best, and it's cleared as we now get ready for the first substitution of Lango province here at the Mbale Municipal Stadium. Who will be coming off, or who will be coming on? That is what we await to see. Bronson Subuga is the player that is coming off, and Emmanuel Ochen is the gentleman that is coming on. Referee, of course, trying to tell Bronson and Subuga to hurry while getting off. Not the best of tournament as compared to the two editions. In the first edition and then in the second edition when he was named MVP. He is really the opposite of himself in the first two editions.
In the first game, he didn't even start by the names of David Dobua. He didn't give him the playing minutes in his first game. But prior to the second game incoming against Ankole away, he played where they want. Right now, he has started, but no impact has been made of him. That's why the substitution has been made, to ensure that they get control of that midfield and stop the counters of Bugisu.
Bronson Nsubuga off. Of course, Emmanuel Ochen on. Let's see if the fresh legs of Emmanuel Ochen can produce all that is needed by Lango Province here in the first leg. Throw in here for Lango Province. A long one here coming in. Beautifully headed out. And it's a corner for Lango Province as Joachim Ojera gets set to slot it in. Let's see.
Advantage Lango there. Advantage Lango there. They need to capitalize on this.
Let's see if this corner from Ojera. Just in here for Lango. Not the best of executions. And the ball just went out. It was a brilliant delivery from Joachim Ojera. And of course, the gentleman you're seeing on your screen, the jersey number 17 for Lango Province, just in here, ball headed away, in possession, long one here, again headed away by Emmanuel Owiro. Lango on the move, long one here trying to find, that was Walter Egang. Great 1-2 from Emma Shikang. Ball put out. Of course, Paul Musama is not a very happy man there, trying to tell Shikang to do it very fast in terms of clearance. Throw in here. Owiro Emma with a quick throw in here. Ball again goes out. Now a throw in for the home side, Bugisu Province.
A breather for Bugisu Province there, because they were coming in numbers as Lango, but they didn't use that opportunity.
Shikang with the quick throw in here. Possession lost in a very sensitive area. Owiro Emma. Ball headed away for safety by Musamali. Aliru Moses. Great 1-2. Look at that from Aliru. Great piece of skills from the Wakiso Giants player. Cross in here. Let's see. Just in here. How did he fail to control and calm that? Big chance again for Lango Wested, but in the end they get a corner. Omedi, the gentleman in there.
I expect Dennis Omedi to take at least a shot, but you try to control the ball as Spiros out of control. Why don't you at least, you are not going to get any more chances like that, any open chance like that. The defenders were off track. At least try and take a shot. The goalkeeper may be well targeted or just in place to save the ball.
Corner kick here for Lango. Let's see what will come out of it. Chance here! Big chance again for Lango. Not yet safe. A shot here for Maliwo. Okay, now ball is put out for a throw in. That was the chance for Lango. Lango so far with over 11 minutes into the second half doing well. Or will with that throw in. Joachim Ojera trying to go past Chikanga. Headed away by Paul Musamali. Again, further cleared for safety. Coming into this game, just like I said, Lango promised to recircumcise Bugisu, and they are so far pressing for that goal that will give them an advantage in this second half. Counter-attack for Bugisu. Great through ball. Cleared for safety, of course, by Owiro. Great piece of play. Great defending it was. The throw in here from the usual suspect Namaisi. Namaisi with long throw in. Not the best of throw ins. The forward by the name of Francis Odong didn't anticipate that well, didn't read that well, and the ball instead just went straight out for a goal kick as Emmanuel Odonkara gets set to taking that goal kick. Does it quickly up front. Great flick of a header in here. Joaquim Ojera trying to go past Shikanga. Possession lost. Bugisu regain possession. A quick through ball in here. Chance in here. Let's see if it can yield. Chance in here trying to go past the skipper. Great step overs. A cross in here. Ball headed away by John Paul Osiro. Throw in for Bugisu. And guess who? Namaisi again. Moving from wing to wing. If it's a throw in, Namaisi will be the gentleman, always to be trusted. Let's see. Namaisi with a long throw in here. Chance in here, headed but goes out. Omedu trying to tell his defenders to try and get up, try and step up in this encounter.
Still no proper usage from the throw-ins by Namaisi. Why? You need to take advantage of those, because it's the only way I've seen Bugisu going onto the goal of Lango.
Half an hour played here at the Mbale Municipal Stadium. It is the third quarter-final match of the Fufu Dram first leg action between Bugisu Province and Lango. It is still a Bugisu Province nil, Lango Province nil, with a throw in here for of the home side Bugisu. Quickly taken by Namaisi. Finds Raymond Onyai. With the best of controls from the gentleman Raymond Onyai, who turns out for Kataka in the start times for Big League. Goal kick here for Lango. An hour played, no goals.
I see Lango settling in very well. You expect that Lango is the team at home, because they've had some moments attacking Bugisu and the ball is in their control right now.
Goal kick quickly taken by Odonkara. Counter attack for the home side Bugisu, trying to outpace the skipper. Let's see here, ball still in play. Some bit of pushing, but the referee says play on. Great defending it was there. From Roberto team, doing so well there. And a throw in again for the home side Bugisu. Namaisi quickly throws it in to find Raymond Onyai. Great one to it was. Let's see, great cross in here. Player goes down, an appeal for a penalty. Penalty denied. Well, a penalty. The appeal is turned down by the referee Musi Henry. That was a great move. A well calculated move from the home side Bugisu. Namaisi. Great one too. Namaisi to Raymond Onyai. Lays it on the right. Crosses in here. Not yet safe. Lazarus Osira. The home side Bugisu enjoying some beautiful football here at the Mbale Municipal Stadium. They want to make their home advantage count in the first leg. This is the Fufu Dram quarter-final first leg, and it's a corner kick. They need to be very careful. They need to be very careful, because in the previous games they've played, 2 games against Sebei, they scored most of their goals. All the 7 goals they scored over the 2 legs. Trust me, they came from set pieces. Here is another set piece. In a corner, Emma Shikanga. Goal in here! Goal number 1! And the man that was trusted with all the burdens to make it happen for Bugisu has made it again. Raymond Onyai breaks the deadlock. He scores his 2nd goal in the Fufu Dram. Raymond Onyai makes it happen. Trusted, and he pays the trust with a beautiful header. Great corner it was from Shikanga, and a beautiful header it was from Raymond Onyai. 1-0 it is for Bugisu. Take a bow, Raymond Onyai.
Take a bow, Raymond Onyai. They were expecting that. That's why they were needing those crosses, those corner kicks, those set pieces, those throw-ins to ensure that they get a goal. From the first half, it never materialized, but at least you look at the execution. It was spot on. The runs from the attackers there, Raymond Onyai attacking the ball, as well as another defender by the shot number 4. They needed that goal. It's an advantage to Bugisu. They need to protect the lead and also ensure that they get another goal.
A product of the KCCA junior team, played with the likes of Alan Okello, with the likes of Julius Poloto. Raymond Onyai makes no mistake. Look at the celebration. It says it all. Mbale Municipal Stadium is on fire.
And circumcising the Langis.
The Langis are being circumcised at the Mbale Municipal Stadium. Another important and influential goal from Raymond Onyai. 2nd goal in this edition.
That's the right way of taking the mantle. If Usama Arafat isn't around, there needs to be a player who takes that leadership mantle. And Raymond Onyai has been doing exactly that. From the start of the first half, he's been trying and trying, but you see, he's been there and a goal has come.
Chance in here for Lango to try and level matters here. Great delivery from Joachim Ojera, but beautiful defending from the home side, Bugisu. They score their 8th goal in this edition. Chance in here. They need to score goal number 2 to ensure they can have that huge advantage prior to the second leg. The visiting Lango fans are silent. They don't know where to look. They don't know where to hide.
That's the beauty of the game. If Lango manages to get a goal, you see the crowds erupting. But right now, it's Bugisu on top, and they need to protect that lead by all sorts.
And long throw in again from Namaisi. Headed cleared away rather from the skipper, Ivan Okello. Set pieces have been a key strength for Bugisu. And once again in this encounter, they make it count from a set piece. Not the best of controls. Bugisu now know it can happen. They know they can make it happen. Coach Toldo there applauding his players. He knows so far the job is nearing completion.
Not nearing completion, Ronnie, because it's a lot of minutes remaining. But so far they can be at ease with a 1 lead. If Lango doesn't get any chances at their goal, they can even manage to get a second goal from this game.
Joachim Ojera here. Beautiful piece of skills. Great sliding tackle it was. Timely it was. Game is getting more interesting as time goes by. Onyai on the counter. Chance in here. Ball goes straight into the hands of Emmanuel Odonkara. Doing everything now with no time to waste. Great drop point was from Odonkara. Counter attack here for the home side, Bugisu province. Lazarus Osira enjoying some beautiful moment here, enjoying some beautiful football in the second half. Great goal it was from Raymond Onyai.
Yeah, at the right time, in the right moment, they needed that goal to get that breather, because if Lango was to defend, Bugisu will be frustrated, but at least they have the advantage to keep them at bay. And a counter for Lango here.
Chance here for Lango. Let's see if they can restore matters here. Chance in here. Dodges one that was Moses Aliwo. Wins the corner for Lango province.
And good defending there from that Bugisu centre back.
Game not yet over. Lango still feel they can find that much needed equalizer. They still feel they can get that much needed away goal as they prepare to make a second change in here. That was sweet from a Bugisu province as they prepare to make a change in here. That is Lango. Aliwo slots it in. Chance in here. Ball cleared away for safety. No time to waste. Counter attack. Player goes down. He won't survive. He surely can't survive this yellow card. Joachim Ojera.
He had to take it for the team.
Beautiful foul it was.
Yeah.
I must say a professional one. But again, a bookable one. As you see there, he is the 3rd player to get into the books over the center referee, Henry Musisi. 2 yellow cards for Lango province, and of course 1 yellow card for Bugisu province.
Not good news for Lango there. They need to be cautious coming into those fouls, because they know they are already on yellow cards. So be cautious and also be preventive while getting onto those tackles.
Game on here. Bugisu, the home side, are in the driving seat here at the Mbale Municipal Stadium. The huge and massive traveling Lango fans have been silenced here at the Mbale Municipal Stadium.
Of course, you would expect it because Lango Bugisu is at home. They wanted a goal earlier in the first half. They've got a goal in the middle stages of the second half. They need to build on that. Maybe it's the only fans from Mbale that need to spur them to a second goal. For the Langese fans, they need to make sure that they support their team fully or their province fully to ensure that they get at least a consolation goal to go at home at Akibwa Stadium with a draw in their hands.
In the previous edition of the Fufu Drum that did come in 2019, Bugisu province reached the quarterfinals before they were ejected. Now they are in request of storming the semifinals. That will be the first time in their history. Can they make it count? Can they get the first leg advantage? With the 0-0 they have right now, courtesy of the Naguru-born Raymond Onyai in this encounter here, with now 20 minutes to play at the Mbale Municipal Stadium. The traveling Langi fans are silent now. They've been silenced, but they still have some time to make things happen with just 20 minutes to play in this encounter.
1-0 is not far from calling, I tell you, Ronnie, because anything can change in the game of football. Lango there trying to patch up things and ensure that they get the ball going forward, but also the midfield of Bugisu is being patrolled well by Dong Francis and also the likes of Lazarus Ochira, Emma Mokisa. They've been doing a superb job. Only going forward has not been so good for them, but they have a goal in their hand.
1-0 it is. Set pieces, just like I've been mentioning, has been a key strength for Bugisu province. It's a free kick right in the middle of the park for Lango, quickly taken. Headed away for safety by Stephen Namaisi. Moses Aliru. Ball goes straight out for a throw-in. Of course, now the fact that Bugisu are in the driving seat, they're trying to deploy some time-wasting antics in here at the Mbale Municipal Stadium. Counter-attack here, a through ball here. Great defending, it was from the skipper, Ivan Okelo. Leading by example, a cross in here. Headed away by Paul Musamali, Joachim Ojera. Ball still in play, but finally it goes out for a throw-in as Lango prepared to make a substitution.
Credit there to Ivan Okelo because he's been at hand at intercepting a lot of footballs there from Bugisu side. If he hasn't been on the pitch, it would have been a more destructive situation for Lango.
Chance here for Bugisu. Beautiful defending here from Lango. Ball cleared away. Shikanga to find Lazarus Osira. Brought down. Throw in. Lazarus Osira doing so far so well. It was rather Latif Senkubuga, I beg your pardon, doing so well, holding play so well. Namaisi, he is all over. Let's see, they need to be careful from such set pieces, throw-ins, free kicks. Namaisi with the long one here, headed away, still not as safe. Namaisi again cleared away. Namaisi doing so far so well. Chance in here, Aliwo. Let's see, ball put out by the gentleman by the name of Robert Otim. So for Robert Otim, small body, a big brain defender, doing so well with timely interceptions and brilliant game reading.
Definitely, they are spot on, Ronnie.
But want to look at a piece of skill. Look at that, it was from Latif Senkubuge. Chance here for Lango to try and level matters. The ball just went out. 72 minutes played here. Busoga lead by Bugisu province lead by 1-0, courtesy of the Naguru go down born Raymond Onyai, the former Amos student. Is the difference here at the Mbale Municipal Stadium, silencing the visiting Lango fans. But they still have time to restore matters, to try and level matters here. Joachim Ojera brought down. Referee says it's a free kick, no time to waste. Joachim Ojera doing everything in a hurry, wants to ensure they can score a goal, at least to have hopes in the second leg. Very pacey footballer he was, Joachim Ojera, part of the Uganda Crane squad that played in the Chan tournament in Cameroon in January 2021. Very fast, very pacey, Joachim Ojera with the long throw, with the long free kick. Ojera here with the beautiful delivery, but Kasibante came out of his line. in time to punch it away. Great decision it was for Mother Kasibante, Edward.
And I see the coach there telling the players of Lango to ensure that they meet those balls crossed by Joaquim Ojera. But good play from Kasibante, Edward coming in for that through ball, for that high ball to ensure that he gets it out of danger.
Talking about a higher scoring teams in the Fufu Drum so far in this edition, of course, West Nile has scored more goals than any other team in the Fufu Drum, 10. Talking about the second, then that is Bugisu, with this Onyai goal being their 8th goal. Aliro Moses, beautiful 1-2 it was as he tried to outpace Otim Robert. But great defending again from the small body, a big brain defender, Otim Robert.
A lot of work from Otim Robert. He needs to be intact. Remaining minutes 15. He needs to be absolutely intact to ensure that he doesn't give any chance to the Lango wing players.
A quarter an hour to play. Crossing here, but beautifully headed away by Musamali. Not yet safe. Again, Otim heads it away. Ojera with a chance here. Ojera vs Otim. Ojera broke down. Referee says no foul. Play on. Ball in play. Ojera again broke down. Throw in for Lango. I just love the hard working of Joaquim Ojera. He is all over the place.
He wants the win today. He wants that win. That's why he's fighting tooth and nail to ensure that they get a goal from these moments.
Ball cleared away and further cleared away by Emma Mukisa. Where 1-2 it is. Emmanuel Owir. Joaquim Ojera, not the best of passes. Poor game reading it was there. But it was a beautiful idea from Ojera. Counter-attack here for Bugisu. Trying to go past Daniel Otim. Fantastic backtracking it was there. Ojera. Great chemistry from Ojera. And of course, Darius Ujok, the substitute who has just come on for Lango. Bugisu regain possession. A long one here trying to look for Raymond Onyai. Player broke down. Referee says play on, there wasn't any foul. Lango trying to do everything it takes to ensure they can find that leveler. Lazarus Osira. Crossing here from Musamali. Headed away by the skipper, Ivan Okelo. Ali Moses. Holding on play well. Great tackle it was. Timely it was from Stephen Namaisi. Not only is he good at throwing, but also, believe me, when it comes to defending, Namaisi is up there.
Intact defending from Bugisu side because they know that slender lead is enough for them if they are to go away. But considering a goal in these remaining 30 minutes will be a disaster for them. That's why you see Namaisi, Stephen plus company doing all the dirty work. Also in the midfield, Francis Odong with company doing all the dirty work. For the upfront strikers, the players, they are only waiting for those moments to convert the chances that they get.
The time is not the best ally for Lango province here. With just 12 minutes to play, it is a throw-in for Lango province as coach Godfrey Toldo prepares to make another substitution. Mubarak Kagwa is the player getting ready to come on here at the Mbale Municipal Stadium. Let's see who will be getting off. Emma Mukisa with the long one trying to find Onyai, cleared away by Odonkara. Great control it was in the middle of the pack. Long one here! A ball goes out, miles out for a goal kick. That was a brilliant idea. That was a great move from the home side, Bugisu province.
Odong there with that long shot, making sure, and he's going to be substituted. Donkey work he has done in the middle of the field, isn't it, Ronnie?
Donkey work he has done. Looked very fresh in the first encounter they played against Sebei province, and that is his final contribution for his province. He has had a good game. He has bossed that midfield. He now goes off, and the gentleman by the name of Mubarak Agwa gets off.
And to tell you about Odong, he's of Nigerian heritage.
A Nigerian heritage.
And playing in the Fufa drum. That's the beauty of the game, and that's the beauty of the Fufa drum.
Indeed, this is the FIFA drum, where we say we are celebrating our ancestry. A confirmation of a substitution. Kagwa on, Odong off. A goal kick, no time to waste. 10 minutes to play. Lango are 10 minutes away from probably getting something from this game, but at the moment they are a goal down. Aliro does well there. Great backtracking from Aliro. A long one from Okello Ivan, trying to find Joaquim Ojera. Beautifully cleared away by the gentleman Robert Otim. Again, Otim doing so well to keep the result as it is at this moment, with just 10 minutes to play here at the Mbale Municipal Stadium.
A lot of some work to be done by Ojera and company. Moses Aliro there up front. They need to get past the defender or team, because he's been superb in defense, man marking, and also covering those 4 balls.
Emmanuel Mukisa finds Onyai. Great crossing here from Onyai. Ball goes straight into the hands of Odonkara. Quickly starts it. No time to waste. 10 minutes to play. That a quick starter from Odonkara goes straight into the hands of Kasibante. He knows they are in the driving seat. No time to waste. Quickly clears it in the middle of the park. A long one here, trying to find danger man Moses Aliro. Greatly controls. It is Aliro versus Namaisi. Namaisi does well to put it out for a throw in. Great defending from Namaisi. Aliro here onto the throw for Lango. Starts it to Owir. Crossing here from Aliro. Again, Namaisi does well to put it out. Great defending from Namaisi. Great entire team defending from Bugisu province.
10 minutes upcoming of full entertainment. You can sense it. The way Lango is trying to press for an equalizer. The defense of Bugisu is leaving danger.
Daniel Otimia with the long throw in, headed away by Musabale. Tossing here! Cases the woodwork. That was a nice effort. A brilliant try from Lango.
Yeah.
Denied by the woodwork.
They need to be pushing and pushing for that goal.
That was a brilliant effort. That was a great shot in before it rattled the woodwork. Big chance wasted from Lango.
You can say Bugisu are living the 9 life story, because right now Lango is on top of them. Bugisu making sure that they stay intact as the fullbacks and the centre backs, also the goalkeeper. But for the midfield, they need to do their work so that they don't allow any chances to Lango.
Paul Musa with a long free kick flicked away by Onyai Raymond, straight into the hands of Odonkara. Quickly stacks it. Time is not the best ally of Lango promise. Ball put out, still in play. Chance in here, a cross in here, a teasing one it was. Just went out. There was another chance, a teasing cross it was. Teasing one it was, but went straight. 2 chances in a space of 2 minutes for Lango. Quickly started by Kasibante, cleared by the skipper. Great one to here. Ojera Joaquim onto the right, crossing here straight to the hands of Edward Kasibante. He knows they are in the driving seat. He knows the result is in their favor. The skipper Edward Kasibante taking his time, starts it with the long. Great header from Francis Odo, rather from Lazarus Osira to win that aerial battle. Latif Senkubuge, energetic player he is. He wins it again. Wins that battle, Latif Senkubuge. Great player he is, Senkubuge. Aliro Moses. Ball are cleared away by Daniel Otim.
7 minutes to go. 7 minutes to go. Can they defend that lead? Because I see some tired legs there from the Bugisu side, and the Lango side is knocking on their door.
Not the best of some clumsiness here. Chance for Raymond Onyai. Let's see. Beautifully backtracked, but that was a howler from the skipper Ivan Okello. That was a howler.
Yeah.
Given his experience, Raymond Onyai denied the brace. Raymond Onyai denied a second goal. That would be probably a very vital one for Bugisu province.
They need to be cautious because getting a second goal or conceding a second goal will be a dangerous feat for them going into the second leg.
Namaisi with the crossing here. Chance it for Onyai again. Oh, ball goes out again, punched out for a corner. A cheeky header it looked.
He didn't take any chances, the goalkeeper there.
But Odonkara just did well.
Yeah.
That was great from Odonkara.
1-0 is still an advantage to them. They need to be intact. Also, they're waiting for the return leg. But 5 minutes to go, 6 minutes to go in this.
That was a nice crossing from Namaisi. And that header from Emma Mokisa, it wasn't Raymond Onyai. Emma Mokisa's teasing header was beautifully dealt with. It looked teasy, but beautifully dealt with from the custodian, rather by the custodian Odonkara. The first goal came from the same scenario. Let's see. Chance in here! Onyai again. It wasn't Abu Samali, but his header went straight into the hands of Odonkara and quickly stacks it.
That would have been a goal. That would have been a goal by Paul Musamali. He was in the center of the 6-yard area. The ball on his head, free in that area. You need to connect well with the ball and ensure that you get the second goal for the team.
Emmanuel Owiro quickly starts it. Cleared the way by Shikangwa. Lose possession in a sensitive area. Aliru Moses. Let's see. Support there. Tries to go for a pass in the middle. Beautifully dealt with by the small and big body brain, rather by the small body big brain Roberto team. Chance here, not yet safe. Finally, not yet again. Owir in the middle of the park to try and find Joachim. Great 1-2, beautifully intercepted by Paul Musamali, rather by Otim again. Otim doing so well so far, giving the much needed defense, the much needed shield to the goalkeeper Edward Kasibante. Joachim Ojera beautifully dealt with again, headed out, still in play. Can he keep it in play? Cleared away. Owir swings in a beautiful crossing. Otim heads it away for safety. Shikangwa, a long ball trying to look for Raymond Onyai, headed by the skipper Ivan Okelo to find Onyai Raymond. Beautiful passing it was, but intercepted and directly dealt with by Okelo. Player fouled. Free kick for Lango.
Advantage Lango there in the opponent's half. They need to a quick start by Lango.
Look at this again. Lango trying to find a leveler here. Chicago does well. Musamali further clears for safety.
Why are they rushing? You need that advantage to get taken off. Why are they rushing? Take that ball, get a high ball onto the box of Bugisu. They are rushing in those set pieces. It's an advantage. Take your time and ensure that you get the best cross out of the ball. Get the numbers inside the box. They might get a goal.
3 minutes to the end of the 90 minutes. Bugisu are still lead by a goal to nil. A cross in here, not the best of crosses, and the ball goes out for a goal kick. 3 minutes. Can Lango find something from this encounter? Can they find something from the remaining 3 minutes? Of course, as we await for the additional time that will be instructed by the center referee, Musisi Henry. Goal kick quickly taken by Kasibante Edward. 8 goals have so far been scored in the quarterfinals of the Fufu Drum. Remember, the return leg fixtures will be played on the 9th of October. I will be Independence for the beautiful country Uganda, with the first game coming between Buganda and Lango, rather than actually in the return leg. Across it here! How did they miss that? How did they miss out on finding this equalizer? A sweet chance it was, but the ball just went inches out for a goal kick. That was another big chance, a big chance for Lango to level matters here.
That's the second chance they're getting. Remember that shot that kissed the bar, the top bar. That was the first chance. Right now they just missed another chance. Maybe they would have wanted to get that goal and also ensure that they go to Lango with a draw. But so far so good for Bugisu, because a 1 lead is still imperious for them.
Free kick here in the middle of the park right here at the Mbale Municipal Stadium. Lango trying all it takes to ensure they can find something from this game. A long one here from a free kick. Let's see. Chelsea there! Again, ball goes over the bar. Lango attacking, launching numerous attacks. They need to find that much needed equalizer. A big chance there from the gentleman Daniel Otim, going just over the bar.
Edward Kaswante there taking some time to ensure that he gets a breather for his teammates, but it's still 1-0.
Of course, both teams after the first leg will square off again on the 16th of October at the Akibwa Stadium in Lira. What a game it will be. With 1 minute to play, can they find something? Can they find a result? Bugisu on the counter here. Beautifully intercepted. Throw in for Lango Province. Not the best way, not the best feeling. The fans will be will witness, I must say, after traveling all the distance from different areas of Alebtong, Amoltaral, Apak, Dokolo, Kole, Lira, Otuke, and Oyam, and of course, losing this encounter with just 2 minutes added in, and we are into the first minute of the 2 added.
But
foul in there, Godwin.
Football running. That's football. You expect to win and lose. At least, not by a bigger margin are they losing. It's only 1-0. And the time is still there, 1 minute to go in this encounter. But they have to make sure that they take advantage in the second leg as Lango. The fans will be all over and Bugisu will be on the receiving end. I tell you, Ronnie, on that day.
A big chance for Lango to level matters. A big chance and would be final chance for Lango Province. Can they make it happen? Of course, Edward Kasibante trying to shout instructions to his defense. Ojewa here with a free kick here. Dealt with again beautifully. Ojewa ball still in play. Chance for Lango. Let's see what comes up from this. Goalkeeper Kasibante timely rises high to collect that, and he comes down. He knows it is almost done. He knows it is a few seconds to the end of the job, getting halfway done here at the Mbale Municipal Stadium. Look at this from Ojera. Going past Namaisi, lays it in beautifully, but the custodian, the experienced custodian, leading by example, leading as a skipper, rising high timely to collect that. A long one again here. Chance here. Ojera broke down. Let's see what the referee says. Aliro chasing in here. Pushed again. Ball in play. That was the howler from Otim. He will regret this. Aliro the cross in. Denied again. That was a big chance. How did Otim and the center referee Henry Musisi makes no mistake to end proceedings here at the Mbale Municipal Stadium. Not a very happy side in Lango, but a happy side for Bugisu Province.
Last minute drama there from poor defending from Bugisu side.
A hard fought victory. Look at this again. Look at this. Unsporting conduct here. It is unsporting behavior. It is from Joachim Ojero and of course Paul Musamari. But at full time at the Mbale Municipal Stadium, Raymond Onyai's goal is the difference for Bugisu to take the first leg advantage here at the Mbale Municipal Stadium. At full time, it is Bugisu Province 1, Lango Province 0. Let me hand over to my comrade, Constant Ali, at the Mbale Municipal Stadium for a full-time presentation before handing to studio for full-time analysis with Atendo and Godwin.